Perspectives. They are the illusion magic that we learn to make something 2D look 3D. This is part 2 of the series, and if you haven't seen the first part, I talk about the horizon line and the eye level, so go take a look. Just as a recap, I'll just go over the most important things I talked about in the first video. The horizon line and the eye level is essentially the same line if we are assuming two things. 1, we assume that the world is completely flat. And 2, we assume that the camera is facing completely straight forward. If the eye level moves up, the horizon level moves up, and vice versa. Okay, now let's continue mastering the art of perspective. We are going to talk about one-point perspective drawings in this video. Do you guys know what this picture is? If you don't recognize this picture, then it means you have good eyesight and I envy you. These are examples of very simple one-point perspective drawings. It means that objects in this picture look like they are coming out from one point. This point is called the vanishing point. Yes, one-point perspective drawings essentially have just one vanishing point. And here, these are some examples of one-point perspective drawings. A lot of them seem rather simple, but you can make great drawings with just one-point perspective. And if you look, these lines here, they are parallel, but they look like they're converging at the vanishing point, because that is the point where everything is converging. It is important not to lose track of which lines are parallel. For example, in this picture, which lines are parallel in real life? Yes, it's these lines that are parallel. These two are not affected by the vanishing point because this is a one-point perspective drawing. One-point perspective means that we are dealing with just one axis. Now the cool thing is that in a one-point perspective drawing, the vanishing point is right on the horizon line or the eye level. Remember that we are assuming that the camera is pointing exactly straight and that the world in this drawing is flat. This lets us find the vanishing point or the horizon line in a drawing, even when we can't see the horizon itself. Just follow where the lines are converging, and yes, that is our vanishing point. Okay, now let's try actually doing some practices on drawing one-point perspectives. Here are some simple shapes that is facing the viewer, and here's the vanishing point. How will we draw this to look three-dimensional using one-point perspective? All you have to do is connect the lines like this with the ruler if you're drawing analog, and there we go. It's not too hard, right? You can cut off the lengths of the objects however you want. If you cut it off here, it becomes a short object. And if you cut it off here, it becomes a long object. Isn't this pretty cool? You can make the shapes very complicated, and still you will be able to make it look 3D. Go on and try that yourself. It's important to try drawing the stuff yourself, and I promise you'll get the confidence for it. But I will re-emphasize what I said on the first video because it is important. Perspective is a tool. It's a really strong tool. It's definitely worth learning, but the drawing doesn't need to follow the perspectives to a T. I will talk about this more in the future, but just remember that drawing everything to perfectly align with the grid is not something that you absolutely have to do, in my opinion. So what do I recommend? Practice drawing in one-point perspective and get a feel for it. If you practice enough, it will start to just come natural to you. If you want to draw something more precise, you can make and use perspective grids, but they are a bit complicated to explain fully here. I'll give some good exercise tips that are very practical in the future videos soon. Alright, I'll come back to explain 2-point and 3-point perspectives in the next video. Perspective was something that was kind of hard to learn for me, so I'm going to explain it as simple as possible. I have full confidence in this journey. See you guys next video, and we will all have a wonderful day now, won't we?